Welcome to Dr. Jester Rants, and I'm gonna rant about from the gamer. Before I go on, I was actually looking for retarded articles from the control-left media. You know, those articles that makes you wish you were dead, or the ones that makes you wish, oh god, wish I didn't have to actually read this, or oh god, I wish I didn't know that the gamer existed. But then again, I found this goddamn fucking nonsense over here. From the gamer, actually. Again, Bender voice actor isn't returning for new Futurama's run after apparently being lowballed by Hulu. Expect to hear a different Bender when Hulu revives Futurama. Well, there you go. There is a bit of a problem. I actually hate it when they don't do this properly, and rest assured that Hulu and Hollywood will actually fuck this up completely. Look, the guy actually looks like King Zog from Disenchantment, and he does a great voice acting. Bender is one of the most, if not the most memorable character in Futurama, and I love it, and his voice acting on Disenchantment is actually spot on. The show is definitely not the same level as the old Simpsons or Futurama, but still quite dirty acceptance. There's still some funny jokes here and there, you know, at the expense of unchangeable characteristics from the other characters, and I find that absolutely astonishingly great. Even a retarded character is in there. I like it. Ableist. But either way, when they usually do this, when they change voice actors, they suck at it. The biggest example that I can actually point out, and that I absolutely hated to the point that I cancelled my pre-order. I was going to pre-order Shadow Warrior 3. I just can't do it anymore. No, I cannot. They actually changed the voice actor a couple of months ago. After they were going to release it, I think it was December. Don't quote me on this, but I think it was December last year, 2021. But suddenly we got a delay out of nowhere. And then all the trailers, the previous trailers with the previous voice actor, got released then, and then suddenly we got a new trailer like a week ago, and suddenly he sounds different in comparison to all the other trailers before. It's as if he lost his mojo, or he became more retarded, or I don't know, he got fondled up in his bunghole, or something happened. And then we find out what? They actually changed the voice actor to a Korean, which is a different type of ethnicity from a Japanese. But because he looks Asian, it's okay. After all, the Hollywood is so goddamn racist that they actually think that just because the person is Korean, it's okay because it's Japanese and the character and it sounds the same to them. And they started with the very retarded idea that voice acting should represent the character that they are representing on TV. Mostly. Except if the character is white. Then any actor of any race can do it. Except when the character is Asian or black or anything. Then only those races can do it. I hate this reality. Trust me, I absolutely fucking hate it. Everything is becoming so damn retarded. No, it feels like I'm living through the Nazi Germany, you know, the 1930s and 1940s, where identity politics based on race was the utmost importance. It hasn't worked back then. It will not work right now. Anyway, let's go. Futurama fans were given quite the treat this week with the news of a revival heading to Hulu, with a planned premiere sometime in 2023. The series will bring back most of the original voice cast, including Katie Sago and Billy West. However, one voice will be notably absent, John DiMaggio. who voiced Bender in the series' original run, is not returning for the revival. This is apparently because the actor and Hulu were unable to reach an agreement concerning pay. I think, Hulu, you should have increased his pay because without Bender, there is no Futurama. Look, you can actually say the same thing for Fry and Leela, but it's just not... It's not the same thing without Bender. Bender is kind of like the star of the show. That little evil robot is the star of the show. Anyway, continuing. When the Hollywood Reporter first broke the news of the revival, deals were already in place for the most of the returning cast. At the time, DiMaggio was finalizing a deal to return to, though it had not yet closed. Unfortunately, that deal fell through, as the role of Bender is being recast for the show's first stable read on February 14th. While details on the deal offer are not known, Deadline reports that the voice actor felt the proposal from Hulu was not competitive based on the success and name recognition of the original series. In short, they were not offering enough. In other words, if you idiots do not get the voice of Bender to actually sound almost exactly the same as John DiMaggio's representation of Bender, then, my friends, I have to go and say it. The show is dead on arrival. I'm pretty sure, 100% sure, that many people will not even bother to watch it if the voice actor is not doing the proper job. Look, there are many people who will actually just not even watch Futurama because the actual Bender character is not there anymore. You know, the actual actor, John DiMaggio. But I'm willing to give it a go if, only if, with a big fat if, Bender actually sounds like Bender. If it doesn't sound like Bender, you can actually kiss that ass goodbye. Anyway, now DiMaggio has taken to Twitter to open a discussion with fans about his absence from the revival. The actor has been tweeting and retweeting articles and fan displeasure over the recast, sharing his eagerness to return to the role. As fans voice their anger and concerns over not having the original Bender back, this discourse has shone a light on a larger issue within Hollywood. Several other voice actors, including Tara Strong, have backed DiMaggio and called this just another instance of Hollywood treating voice actors as disposable. As news of DiMaggio absence spreads, fans are now threatening to boycott the revival if Hulu doesn't correct this. Several of the tweets that fill the actor's timeline show that fans are willing to cancel their subscription to the streaming service altogether if a deal isn't reached. It looks like Hulu is listening. In a pinned tweet to the actor's profile, he thanks everyone for their concerns and passion. He also tells fans not to worry and that he will keep them updated. Perhaps there is still a chance for DiMaggio's Bender to return. Smart move by Hulu if an outcry is anything to go on. Look, without John DiMaggio, you don't have Futurama. You could actually try and replace Bender's voice, but for many people that is not Futurama. For me, it's not Futurama without John DiMaggio, without Bender. Bender is my favorite character in the whole show. Because Bender is Bender. I think everything John DiMaggio touches with his voice, he kind of makes it a magic. I don't know, he transforms it and becomes one of the best characters. For instance, like I said, in Disenchantment, him and the Lucy, which is Lucifer, and King Zog, are my favorite characters. Because, I don't know, the magic or something in their characters or in their voice that makes it sell it to you. And he does that job very, very well. It's something I will never be able to achieve if I ever become a voice actor. I don't think I can actually achieve his success in transferring that emotion, that, I don't know, that characterness, the soul of the character. I think let's go with that definition onto the screen. I don't think I would ever be able to achieve that. And John DiMaggio does that pretty easily. So, kudos to you, dude. You're really good at what you do. And I hope that if nothing happens, if Hulu doesn't backtrack and pay whatever John DiMaggio wants, because he actually does deserve it, then at least find someone who actually sounds 90 to 95% like Bender. We'll obviously notice it, but it would be clone Bender, not the original Bender that we all fell in love with. On that goddamn fucking hell, have a great fucking night.